All right. All right, everyone. Welcome. My name is Lynn Pelzer. I'm the COO at FemCity. And today is our member orientation session. We like to call it Maximize Your Membership because you know what? You buy a membership and there's all these things. There's this giant menu of things, and it can be a bit overwhelming. So we want you to be able to get the most out of your membership and to be able to get right into it and utilizing it. You might be here as somebody new who's checking it out that wants to hear about member benefits or listening to the recording. That's awesome too. Maybe you've been here a long time and you're like, I'm just not using this membership enough and I want to. It's a new year. I want to get my plan going. That's great too. And you may be here wanting to hear about the global membership because you've been a local member. And so we're going to talk about that at the end too. And if that's not for you, feel free to jump off so you don't have to stay for the end part. So I will get right into it. I'm going to actually walk us through the website as well, where to find things, because that's a frequently asked question I get. Where do I sign up for something? How do I find what I need? So that's what we'll do. That's what our session's about today. A little bit about FemCity if you are new. We've been around almost 17 years. It's going to be 17 years in April. So Violet Daniela, she is our founder. She is the CEO, and she has got her hands in the work of FemCity all the time. So we work together every day. Really, we are for all women. We want women who are in all areas of their life to be able to come together and grow, be supported, have events, locally if they have one in their area to go to and meet in person, but also to have lots of online resources. So that's really what we want to do. We want to help you move forward and find great support. Okay, Amy. All right, Amy, we're going to send you out the replay for sure. Amy's got to jump off, so we'll send out the replay, that's for sure. So I'm going to touch on a couple of the memberships and then open up the website to have a look. So we have a 30-day trial membership. So if you're new here, you might be wanting to try that. If you sign up for a 30-day trial, you get all of the benefits that I'm going to talk to you about right now, which is the local memberships, the local business membership. That membership, let me just share my screen for a second. Let me see. Okay, this is going to take me 1 second to do. Bear with me. Let me get to the right spot that we want to be. All right. All right. And here we go. Let me know if you can see my screen. Thank you, Crystal. Giving the head nod. I can see that. Appreciate it. So I know all the technology is working right. So here's it's coming back to the home screen for FemCity. You will see under the join button, if you're looking also to see what are the membership benefits, because you've forgotten some of what I said today, which is totally a thing that will happen. You can look here. You can sign up for it here. You can also look at what it tells you the membership benefits are. So I'm going to click into it just to kind of show you what we have got. So as a local member, and this membership has also been called business membership, so kind of interchangeable either way. So if you're hearing it one way or the other, that's what it is. You can be part of one local chapter. So meaning I live near Toronto, I would be part of the Toronto chapter and only go to the Toronto events, plus all of the things that FemCity does online that is for local members. So we have, I'm going to just run through them right here and show you so you can see as I'm going through it. We have our local events I was telling you about. Generally, there's one every month. Some chapters have 2 or even 3 a month. It depends on the size of their chapter and what they've got going on. We have virtual networking every Wednesday. One Wednesday, I do it. The next Wednesday, Violet does it. So you get to be with both of us. I really suggest jumping on and trying that. This is your chance, if you're a local member, to meet people outside of your area. If that's a benefit to you, it's great even if it's for friendships and perhaps your business isn't something that you are looking to grow really outside of it, you're gonna gain some friends and some support of people that, hey, maybe they know some things that you'd like to know. So we do our weekly virtual networking. It's between 30 minutes and an hour, and you just hop on. It is on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. A good thing to note, all of the things on our website are in Eastern time. So if you're not in that time zone, just to note that. We walk you through that. You do need to register for it, and I'm going to show you where we can register for it. Welcome, Tatiana.
Hi.
I'm just going through our local membership benefits right now. Mentorship and learning. So, what we have, and you can sign up for this. Again, I'm going to show you where. Every Monday, we have a mentorship with an expert. And so it's different topics. So you kind of can look through and say, hey, this is one I'd really like to get on with, and get on and have them help you with some questions that you have. It's a really great opportunity. It's always a fairly small group. You can listen to what the other people are sharing that are getting help, which might be helpful to you, and then also share your own. We also have on Tuesdays, we always do our orientation class. On Wednesdays is the virtual networking. And then on Thursdays, we have office hours and a monthly masterclass. So every month, Violet does a masterclass, which is a bit more of a deep dive into a class. And so it could be anything from branding, PR, marketing ROI. It could be something that's a little more uh, personal development also. So those are great ones to pay attention to signing up for doing. We also have an on-demand resource library. So any of the classes that we have done, the members can access later, and it is a great spot. I'll show you how to get to that. And we have a membership directory, and this directory is where you can share your business, tag what you do, your area of business, and people can find you. I was just speaking with a member last week who said, I've gotten three business opportunities from that directory. And I was so glad to hear that because, we don't always have a way to track it for us to see who's doing that unless they let us know. So it's great to hear that. We also have some discounts on things. If there are tickets, we do a conference every year. There's a discounted price for members as well. Okay. So I think that's probably about what you need to see on that one. Again, if you were a global member, we're going to talk about that at the end. Those benefits are there as well. So we will come back to that. And then I'm going to run you over to the members portal because I think this is probably one of the most important things you need to be able to access. So we get the questions sometimes like, I don't know where to sign up. Where do I find things? Where's the Zoom link? Here in the members portal, this is where you will find it. So here's our directory that I was mentioning to you, where you can go and have a look, find other members, type in a search bar. Perhaps you're looking for, as I was looking for someone in South Florida at one time because I have a property there that I needed insurance. So I was like, hey, I'm going to find a fem. And so sure enough, I did. 9 years later, we're still working together on that. So it's great. Local members portal. I will click into that one first. So this is for the local membership or business membership. If you're brand new, feel free to download this guide because it will give you some things and you could just kind of sit for a while and look at it and think, what are the things I'm going to focus on doing? And I always recommend take three things. If you're not really doing much of anything yet, because it's just a bit overwhelming, I'm not sure what to do, pick three things you're going to work on for the next month. And I'll give you a little rundown of the top things I would do myself if I was a member, which I was at one time 10 years ago. I joined as a member. That's how I found FemCity and have been here. So we've got, this is, both of these things are like calendars. So when you click here, let's do this one. This is where you're going to sign up for things. You can see this calendar. There I am, slightly younger picture. Time for an update. So here's what we're doing right now is this member orientation. You may have gone here to sign up for this. You may have found it a different way. And so tomorrow there's this Instagram live, which you can participate in or watch. And then there's our Connection Lounge. Connection Lounge is that virtual networking I was talking to you about. So you could just sign up here. You'd click onto it and you'll see it's going to give you some info. Save that Zoom link and you can attend. You don't actually have to register for it. And then here, so as you hover over, you'll see there's the monthly, the Monday membership, mentorship. So each day we have one. So there'll be a little description of the person and what it is their expertise is for you. Violet also does a group coaching, which is great. You know, a small amount of people go on it. You get to pick her brain for an hour. So if you have some things you'd like to talk about in your business, get some ideas flowing, definitely this one you need to register for. Okay. Any questions so far?
Lynn, yes, sorry, my question, I tried to connect today on the Zoom, and thanks God that Judy, she sent me the link that I got from the calendar. I didn't have any access.
For this one?
Yeah, yeah, and I spoke right now on Facebook with Judy from Toronto, and she sent me another link, and now I connect.
Okay.
Yeah, it's yeah, why? It's because I took the link Zoom from calendar.
From this calendar?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I could not to have any access.
I think it was the correct link, but I'll go back to check in case something was off a little
Yeah.
bit there for sure. But thank you for that feedback.
I
Um,
also, hi, I'm Carmen. I also had an issue with the link. There
Yeah.
was a week, the networking one at 1 o'clock last week also did not work.
Yeah, me too. Last week also I had the same problem, and Violet she sent me email, and I mentioned that you had some problems, right, with the link. Yeah.
Last week I knew there was a problem, but this one I double checked and it matched up.
Yeah. Thanks God to Judy, she sent me immediately the link on Facebook. So yeah. So now
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay. Well, we'll take a double check there to make sure that that's all right. All of the links are renewed at the beginning of the year, so there might have been in one place somewhere where something was still an old link. So we'll take a double check. So thanks for that feedback. And I'm sorry you didn't get onto the networking. Please come again this week, tomorrow. It'll be fun. It's gonna be great. Okay, let me see where. Another thing that we have is free resources. So I just want to, you don't have to be a member for this, but it's just something that not everybody is looking at. There are some, you know, when we have a free masterclass, maybe you want to share that with somebody else that isn't a member. If you're new, you may want to. That's an orientation, but we often have like a couple of offerings here each month, so it's a great area to go to as well. Perfect. So I want to also do a recap of, so there's, I've shown you the members portal local. I'm going to go into the global one in a moment. Everything else you see here on the website, you know, is kind of self-explanatory if you're looking for something, right? You might be looking for locations because you want to connect with your local. Actually, let me show you that. You might want to connect with your president of your chapter. So as Tatiana did today with Judith, that was great. So here you would just hover over their name and click, and then what will happen is it'll go right to be able to send them an email. So that's how you can find if you're not sure who the president is, or if there is a location near you is another one. If you're new, you can find the locations there. If you're new and you wish there was a location near you and there isn't one, and maybe you know of a woman that you think would be great to run them, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm the person you would reach out to. So please reach out to me, Lynn at FemCity.com, because I'd love to, you know, we're in the new year. We are launching some new cities and locations. So if you do have, you know, somebody you know that you would want to recommend for that, please do. We're happy to walk through the application process with them there. Okay, so before I get into the global, I want to just give you a little recap of some ways that maybe you want to make note of this, some ways to get really connected in the next month with FemCity. I would join our Facebook community. Okay, it's called FemCity Community, and it is a 3,500 members. It's not a group where there's a lot of spam going on. We try to control that so that it's just a nice place to be connecting with other women. But we do put activities in there that are free for everyone who's part of it to do. Maybe you're trying to grow your Instagram or your LinkedIn connections. Maybe you want to book coffee chats and just get to know women in other areas. So I suggest being a part of that group. That's for one thing, and just kind of paying attention to those activities that happen in the month or something every week. Um, the other thing I would do is go and find, actually, I didn't show it to you. You will go and find your event for the month at your local chapter and get it on your calendar. Get registered for it. Here's where you find your events. You're likely on the email list of your local chapter. And when you get that email, generally they come on Tuesdays, you will have a link to go right to your event to be able to register. If not, here's where you go and you can do a search. And maybe you can search ahead, see what else they have in the next month. Some of them have them posted for months in advance. Some of them do it kind of month by month. So you can put in the search bar who you're looking for. And you can see here, you would just view the event and be able to register. So that's the second thing I would put on my list of getting started and getting connected is a local event, join the Facebook group. And thirdly, the coffee chats. So when you're on, when you're in your local group, most of them have a Facebook group, or when you're at your local event, see if you can book some coffee chats to get to know people. Coffee chats can be in person if you want, or they can just be over Zoom. And you want to do, 20 to 30 minutes. If it's on Zoom, 20 minutes is probably good. If you're in person, it generally is a little bit longer. Find a way to get to know some people, because sometimes when we're at the events, we get this little snippet of each other and we're trying to remember who's who and who we want to get to know. But if there's a woman or two that's in the group that you think we should know each other, ask them to have a coffee date. And then when you're there for those coffee dates, just really be curious about learning about them and vice versa. It's definitely not a sales pitch time, but it's a time to just connect and build a relationship with another woman. So imagine that every month you're doing a few of those. Maybe you put on your calendar, I'm going to have 3 coffee chats a month. You're really going to start to build those connections. And there have been some beautiful relationships that of women that have collaborated in business, have become really good friends, but also just really been supportive to each other in their businesses and work together. It's been really great. As a bonus, I'm going to say join the Connection Lounge. I'm sorry you couldn't get on it last week on Wednesday, but it's at 1 p.m. on Wednesdays. Join it. We take a maximum of 25 people on that. Usually lately over the holiday time, I get to say like end of November, December, there's more like 15 or so. So it's fairly intimate. During that coffee or that Connection Lounge, what we do is we have an opportunity for everybody to introduce themselves, who you are, what you do, where you're from, and then also share a win. So it could be a personal win or a business win, which is a nice thing to share. Gratitude shout out for another woman, and an ask. Perhaps you have an ask. You would like someone to have a look at, maybe you've just redone your website and you're like, could you have a look? Maybe it's your logo. Maybe it's just reading through something and you'd like some help. That's a place to ask for some help. In our chat, always in the Connection Lounge, everyone will put in information of how to connect with each other to stay connected afterwards as well. So it's not just that 1 hour. You can then book coffee chats. Some of the women are incredible. They have this little copy save or copy and paste thing that they'll paste in. That's like, hey, you can reach me here or book this right away if you want to book a coffee chat with me. So I think that's really great. And then I'm going to move on from there to the global member benefits. So if you're a global member, stay on because you'll want to hear this. If you're thinking that I wonder if I want to be a global member, stay on so you can hear it. And if you're not interested at all in that, feel free to jump off because for the next maybe 10 minutes, we'll go through that and you can move on with your day. And I'll thank you for joining us there so far today. And I will move on to the global. So again, here under join, you can click into the global membership, just to have a review, right? So if you're needing to just review, what is it that comes with my membership? I mean, people can sign up for it there, of course. But here's what the membership includes. So weekly roundtables and membership with Violet. So you may or may not have met Violet yet over time. Violet is very experienced in so many areas of business. What a lot of the members love is that they get to really spend time with her. So this group is a much smaller group. They're meeting online. They might be part of a local chapter because they have all the benefits that I've already gone over. But then they meet together online and they have things Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday together. You can participate or not. It's whatever your time availability is. But you'll always be spending lots of time with Violet, which people love to pick her brain for sure. There's an office hours with experts. They talk about branding and marketing, wellness as well. They do support circles. They do creative collaboration hours together. There's an enhanced visibility in your directory feature. So you get bumped up in the directory when you're part of this membership. And you get opportunities for speaking. Now, this is one that a lot of people really love. Some people, maybe it's not their thing, but you get to be our featured teachers and experts in FemCity. You get extra promotion on our social channels and inside all of the FemCity online events that we're doing. And there is special pricing for global members. They get deeper discounts on coaching if they do that with Violet. Events that we have, our conference that we have coming up, they get a discount on that when we do our 4-week program, 4-week courses that there is one running right now. Also get a discounted price there. This membership also is $60 a month. And our local membership I didn't mention is $15.99 a month. So there is a price difference you can see to those, and also definitely more available with the global membership. It's not for everybody, but it definitely is amazing for those that are in it right now. With the global membership also, you can do a 30-day free trial. We don't have it posted for everyone to do it. It's sort of by invitation only. So what we're doing is if you're on this orientation today or you're hearing this in the replay and you're interested in that 30-day free trial for the global program, email me, lynn@femcity.com, LYNN, and I can get you the link to do that and we can get you approved to jump in and try that as well. And the last thing I want to mention is something we have coming up that all members can attend. If you're interested to head to Miami in November, it is on November 7th. It's a Saturday. We're having our second annual conference. We had our conference last year. It was amazing. It's a one-day conference, fantastic speakers. I'm going to say a lot of fun. We had so much fun together. We were dancing, we were doing meditations, and then we did a lot of learning. So it is our Wealth for Your Soul event in Miami. It's a great time if you don't live near Miami to get away, go see it, have a couple days there and spend a day with us too. So I'm going to give a shameless plug for our conference because I'm very excited to be getting there again in November. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And if you have, there was a chat, perhaps questions here. Let me just have a look at it. Okay, Carol Ann, that's awesome. And a couple people have jumped off, so that's great. So it could be just you and I, Tatiana. I'm going to stop recording so we can have a private moment if you have any other questions. And I'll say thank you everyone else for joining. Please reach out to me if you're watching this in the replay and you have any other further questions. As I said, lynn@femcity.com. I am happy to answer your questions for you and help you out.